Before passwords, locked doors, diaries, hidden folders, encrypted messages, and whispered phone calls, ancient humans still had secrets. They hid things. They lied. They protected knowledge. They kept affairs quiet. They buried objects where others would not look. They held back stories. They watched faces around the fire and decided who could know what. But keeping a secret in the ancient world was nothing like keeping a secret today. Today, you can disappear into a city. You can delete a message. You can close a door. You can live beside someone for years and still hide half your life from them. Ancient humans did not have that luxury. They lived in small groups where everyone heard footsteps. Everyone noticed missing food. Everyone recognized moods. Everyone remembered who walked away from camp, who came back late, who avoided eye contact, who sat too far from the fire. In a world that small, secrecy was not about hiding from the internet. It was about hiding from people who knew the rhythm of your breathing. So how did ancient humans keep secrets? The first answer is simple. They kept them badly. Because the ancient world had no privacy. Not the kind we know. There were no bedrooms, no bathrooms, no sealed houses, no anonymous streets, no silent screens to disappear into. You slept near others, ate near others, worked near others, argued near others, raised children near others. If you were angry, people saw it. If you were afraid, people heard it. If you were injured, people noticed. If you were carrying something you should not have, someone watched your hands. This was the first enemy of secrecy. Attention. Ancient humans paid attention because survival required it. A change in someone's behavior could mean danger. A hidden wound, a stolen tool, a secret meeting, a planned betrayal, a coming attack. So the group watched. Not formally, not with police, with eyes trained by necessity. And if something seemed wrong, the group used one of the oldest weapons in human history, gossip. Today, gossip sounds shallow. But in a small camp, gossip was social surveillance. It moved faster than evidence. It asked questions before anyone made accusations. Why did he leave before dawn? Why did she hide the meat? Why are those two whispering? Why did his story change? Before written records, people were records. Before cameras, memory watched. Before trials, suspicion spread through conversation. This made secrets dangerous. Because a secret did not need to be proven immediately to become powerful. It only needed to be noticed. A strange pattern, a repeated absence, a gift given too quietly, a footprint near the wrong sleeping place, and suddenly the secret was no longer inside one person, it was inside the group. But ancient humans still kept secrets because some information was valuable. Where the honey was, where a water source lasted during dry months, which path avoided enemies, which plant could heal, which plant could kill, where useful stone could be found, which family was angry, which stranger could be trusted. Knowledge was not just information. Knowledge was power. And in a world without money, land deeds, or written titles, knowing something others did not know could make you important. A hunter might hide the location of a good trap. A gatherer might delay telling others where fruit had ripened. A healer might protect the details of a plant mixture. A skilled toolmaker might not teach every step to everyone. Not because ancient humans were selfish all the time, because knowledge had value, and value creates secrecy. But secrecy had to be balanced carefully. Hide too much and people call you selfish. Reveal too much and you lose your advantage. Share with the wrong person and the knowledge spreads beyond your control. So ancient secrecy was often selective. Not nobody can know, but only the right people can know. This is where trust mattered. Secrets did not float freely. They moved along relationships. Parent to child, elder to initiate, healer to apprentice, hunter to hunting partner, lover to lover, kin to kin. To be told a secret meant you were being pulled closer. It said, you are inside the circle. You are not like the others. That may be one reason secrets feel so powerful even today. A secret is not just hidden information. It is a boundary. There are people outside it and people inside it. Ancient societies understood this deeply through ritual. Some knowledge was not meant for everyone. Certain stories, certain songs, certain ceremonies, certain names, certain places, certain rules about the dead, animals, spirits, ancestors, or adulthood. Often, you did not receive this knowledge just because you asked. You had to become ready. You had to age into it, suffer for it, prove yourself, be initiated. That kind of secrecy was not accidental. It was designed. It made knowledge feel sacred because access had a cost. If everyone knew the story, it was just a story. If only the initiated knew it, it became power. Ritual secrecy turned information into identity. It told people who they were, where they stood, and what they were allowed to carry. But there were darker secrets too. The small betrayals, the hidden anger, the stolen food, the private desire, the plan to leave, the affair no one was supposed to discover. These secrets were much harder to keep because the body gives secrets away. Ancient humans were experts at reading bodies. They had to be. A nervous glance, a strange pause, a sudden generosity, a missing object, a smell of smoke from the wrong place, mud on the feet, a silence that lasted too long. No one needed modern interrogation. Life itself interrogated you. Every day, the group compared your story to your behavior. And if the two did not match, suspicion grew. That is why the best ancient secret was probably not a complicated lie. It was a simple one. Do not create a pattern. Do not change your routine too much. Do not hide something where people expect to look. Do not whisper where sound carries. Do not walk on soft ground if footprints matter. Do not tell one person who will tell 3 others by sunset. The ancient world rewarded people who understood observation. If you wanted to keep a secret, you had to know not only what people saw, you had to know what people expected to see. Because secrecy is not just hiding the truth, it is protecting the normal version of events. The more normal you looked, the safer the secret stayed. But some secrets were kept by distance. A person might walk far from camp, speak away from the fire, hide an object under stone, bury something near a landmark, meet at the edge of water where footprints could wash away, use darkness, use weather, use noise, use the fact that people were tired. But distance was risky, because in ancient life, being alone was itself suspicious. Why did you go there? Why were you gone so long? Who were you with? What did you bring back? The very act of hiding could reveal that something was hidden. So secrecy was always a trap. To protect the secret, you had to behave differently. But behaving differently was exactly what made people notice. And if the secret was discovered, the punishment depended on what had been hidden. Some secrets could be laughed at. Some could be forgiven. Some could be repaired with gifts, apologies, or public shame. But others could destroy a person. A secret theft during hunger, a secret alliance with enemies, a hidden betrayal that risked children, a lie that caused someone to die. In a small group, betrayal was not private. It damaged the whole circle. And once trust broke, the secret keeper might never fully return. People might still feed them, still speak to them, still sit near them. But the real punishment was deeper. No one would forget. That was the ancient prison of a revealed secret. Memory. No file could be deleted. No name could be changed. No town could swallow you. Your secret became part of your story. And your story followed you around the fire. That is why the most successful secrets were probably not kept by one person. They were kept by groups. Shared secrecy is stronger than private secrecy because everyone inside it has something to lose. A hunting party that made a mistake, a family hiding shame, a group protecting ritual knowledge, a few people covering a forbidden act. Once more than one person holds the secret becomes a pact. And every pact asks the same question. Who will break first? Ancient humans knew this danger. They knew words could leak. They knew anger could expose. They knew children overheard. They knew lovers spoke. They knew enemies listened, so they built boundaries around important knowledge, not just silence. Rules, fear, taboo, sacredness, shame, consequences. The strongest secrets were not protected by hiding them better. They were protected by making people afraid to reveal them. And that may be the oldest truth about secrecy. A secret survives when the cost of telling it is higher than the pressure to speak. So how did ancient humans keep secrets? They used darkness, distance, memory, ritual, kinship, trust, fear, shame, selective knowledge, and carefully controlled speech. But they were never keeping secrets in silence. They were keeping them inside a world that listened. Every campfire was a courtroom. Every whisper had witnesses. Every absence left a shape. Every lie had to survive inside people who knew your face before you learned how to hide it. Modern secrets hide inside machines. Ancient secrets hid inside relationships, and that made them harder. Because a password cannot look at you with suspicion. A locked folder cannot remember what you said last winter. A phone cannot smell smoke on your clothes. But a small group can. That is what made ancient secrecy so dangerous. Not that humans were worse at lying, but that other humans were better at noticing. Before civilization, before writing, before law, the first secret was probably born the moment one person knew something and decided not to say it. And the first danger followed immediately after. Someone else looked at them across the fire and wondered why.